the McLaren GT, a car that will set you back 875,000 dirhams and one that turns heads wherever it goes. Before we go any further, I just want to say that today's review is going to be a little different, and that is because I'm going to try and record the entire review from the driver's seat, because every minute spent not driving it is a minute wasted. Let's get started. As you've probably gathered, this is a pretty special car. Why? Because it's a McLaren. It's the brand's first dedicated Grand Tourer, and it's also special on a personal level since this is the first McLaren that I have the honor and the privilege of driving. So, first things first, what is a Grand Tourer? Essentially, a Grand Tourer, or a GT, is a type of sports car that is designed for long distance and high speed driving. It combines the best of both worlds, groundbreaking performance with breathtaking luxury, and that is something this McLaren GT does exceptionally well. The first thing that sets the McLaren GT apart from other Grand Tourers like the Ferrari Roma and Aston Martin DB11 is the seating position. With a carbon fiber tub all around, you sit extremely low down, practically on the ground. The pedals are placed close to one another, and everything is positioned in such a way to make you feel like an F1 driver, which, as you can imagine, is a pretty special feeling in itself. Unlike many modern sports cars, the McLaren GT feels mechanical. You hear the turbos spooling under acceleration, you hear the turbos fluttering under deceleration, you hear the exhaust, you feel each gear shift, and that is what makes it such an enjoyable experience behind the wheel. What I love about the McLaren GT is that it isn't a particularly easy car to drive. There's a lot to learn, which buttons to press, which switches to flip, which knobs to turn, and in my opinion, that is what adds character. For instance, without pressing the activate button first, rotating the handling and power knobs wouldn't do anything to bring the car out of its default settings. Very simply said, it is the rawness of the McLaren GT that makes it so very desirable. For instance, many modern sports cars have moved to an electronic steering system, and so while they are artificially heavy, they tend to be dead in terms of feedback, but not this McLaren. Here, you feel every bump, every stone in the road, and it is magnificent. It keeps you connected, and it makes you feel like you are driving the car, not the other way around. When it comes to power, there's plenty of it with a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 pushing out 612 horsepower and 630 Newton meters of torque to the rear wheels. 0 to 100 takes just 3.2 seconds. 0 to 200 takes just 9 seconds. And if you have the courage to keep your foot mashed to the accelerator pedal, the McLaren GT will catapult you to a top speed of 326 kilometers per hour. When it comes to interior fit and finish, it really is just as good as anything else in this price range. Leather and Alcantara covers nearly the entire cabin, and creature comforts come in the form of heated seats, a dual-zone climate control system, a 7-inch infotainment screen with navigation, a 12-speaker Bowers & Wilkins audio system, parking sensors all around, and a rear camera. Now, you don't really need me to tell you that the McLaren GT is a stunning car, and what I like about it is that even though it is a Grand Tourer, it is still instantly recognizable as a McLaren. It doesn't suffer from an identity crisis like the Ferrari Roma, and yes, in case you're wondering, each and every vent along the bodywork is fully functional. The color on our test car is a beautiful shade of amaranth red, and the GT's head-turning appeal is further heightened with 20-inch wheels in the front and 21-inch wheels in the back. There's also recycled carbon fiber along the boot and a military-grade cover that allows for 420 liters of storage in the back and an additional 150 liters in the frunk. So yes, it is practical. So, we've made it to the end of this review, and it is now time to answer if the McLaren GT is a car that you can live with every day. Some might say that it is a little too loud, a little too harsh, and a little too fast to drive every day. But I completely disagree, because if you drive the McLaren GT every day, then I am certain that you will have the best day every single day for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching.